What's shaking, turkey bacon? It's your host with the toast, Doc Mindbender, man, and this is Doc's Rants all day, every day, and you make sure you let that shit go. I'm here in the building with my man Cam Corder. We chilling. What's going on, Cam?
What it do? Yes, sir, I'm in the building. Gotta make it happen, gotta figure it out. Gents, we gotta figure it out. We gotta figure it out together. We gotta make something happen. Somebody gotta do it. If it's not us, somebody will do it.
That's right. That sounds good. Hey, listen, man. We got a lot to talk about today. I want to talk about history. We're gonna talk about the now, and we're gonna talk about the future. The history, the now, and the future. I feel like that's what people forget to think about. A lot of people like to dwell in the past, and I don't know. Is it okay to dwell in the now? Do you think it's all right to dwell in the now?
First off, you learn from the past, but it's best to be in the moment. Remember that. History is a teacher, but you don't want to get stuck there. It's all about moving forward, okay? Being in the moment. That's the state of mind you want to be in. Remember, we cannot change yesterday. We cannot do anything about tomorrow. The only thing we can actually control is right here and now.
Well, speaking on the past, here and now, and the future, it was a crazy battle last night. I know you saw it, Cam. I know you saw this shit. The damn Verzuz battle.
Let me tell you.
Thoughts on this?
Man, I love Cameron, dude. He got my name.
Oh.
And he actually represents, so I was with Dipset. I'm thinking the locks was outdated.
So you was biased.
Extremely biased. You talking about the past, I thought the locks was stuck in the past. It seemed like to me they had stage, present. They was a little bit of the future, I guess, because they went on Dipset. Boy, it was a massacre.
You know what's the crazy part is that when Cameron brought to the attention that they were using TV tracks and they were rapping over the actual songs instead of rapping over the instrumentals. You seen that? Jada was spitting verses all the way through, not messing up. Like it was pretty embarrassing. I mean, in that aspect, it was like on some embarrassing stuff.
Extremely embarrassing. It showed one group was well prepared. The other was not. One group showed unity. Something we are about here at Let That Go Podcast. I'm gonna say it again. One showed unity. One was united. The other, Dipset. Whoever knew when they were on their run, they was beefing the whole time in their prime.
I mean, everybody saw this shit coming though, because Dipset, I mean, they had a wave and they were very influential for the culture. They were influential, but the Lox' career started like with Biggie in them, and it still kept going. Jada just put out like a #1 album. The top 5 Dead or Alive album went like #1. A couple years ago, Styles P shit went like #1. So these niggas are still doing it. Like with Dipset, they had their wave, then they broke up. That's the other thing too. The Lox never broke up. Dipset break up, they argue, they look stupid on the internet, dissing each other, looking crazy.
Wow. Well said, Doc. So what should we take from this Verzuz? Just think about it. Ponder for a second. Breaking up, being isolated, beefing, spilling over the internet, and looking foolish.
Oh, cool. Look, and another thing too is Styles P did a live. He did an Instagram live the other day where he was talking about being petty. He kept using the word petty, He's like, I'm so petty. But I felt like that was a subliminal because all we've been seeing is the diplomats be petty. Cameron arguing with Jim. This nigga, what's his name? Joel Santana, teeth falling out. He's sipping lean too much. He's popping pills. He's taking perks. Like, it's a lot of bullshit that goes on with that, and it's just it's just like a more of a look of solidarity that came from the Lox. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line, for me.
Agree 100%.
And they had way more songs, and they had songs with Biggie and shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Jadakiss stole the night. I mean, didn't he freestyle off the Who Shot You with Biggie? And the crowd went crazy. I'm talking about off the top of the dome. What did he say? He said, hold on, bro.
I don't remember what he said.
He said, we in New York. He said, these dudes lip singing. I'm like, oh.
He did say that. I remember that.
Whoa. I'm from Atlanta, so I get the whole swag and the lip singing and the pop and doing extra and being culture. But New York, they spit, they rap. Come on, tell us about that, dog. They spit.
Yo, the funny thing about that, right, is that Jim Jones had beef with Max B, right? The Lox shouted out Max B. When Max B went to jail, he had beef with Dipset, and he did a song about Jim Jones and these niggas called lip singing, because there was a whole song. There was like 3 songs that they did during that Verzuz that Max B wrote the hooks. He wrote the choruses on those songs. You know what I mean? And Jim Jones was trying to have him be like a little Doja and be up under him, and Max didn't want to do it. He wanted to make things happen for himself. That's why he left That's why he left the Bird Gang. But it's crazy how the Lox shouted out Max B, and then Jada points out the fact that they're lip singing. That's hilarious to me.
Yeah, man, it was not a good night for Dipset. But I think they getting ready to go on tour. I'm gonna be honest, man. Dipset gonna have to figure it out, dude. They gonna have to come much more prepared. They gonna have to start taking things a little bit more serious, man, and put your pride to the side, you know, and let go of your ego. We gotta understand that it's a group. It takes a collective effort, and this was really shown right in front of your eyes, guys, last night. One group was together, another group was divided, and look at the result. I mean, just look at the result, guys. Look at the results. Come on, this is what we preaching. We preaching unity. This is what we all about, togetherness. Guys, you gotta work together as a team. Nobody can do it by themselves. You can't do it by yourself. I don't care how strong Cam is. You need Joel Santana.
Yep. It was basically like Cameron versus Jadakiss. Mm-hmm. That's basically what it was. But it was cool, you know. I like it. But I feel like Jada could have beat them by herself. And that's the sad part.
Jada could have beat him by himself. Jada showed me something. Getting old, being outdated. He in the here and now. He came to play. He came to play. He was focused.
I know somebody was in their feelings when he said that shit about the them lip singing over the shit. I know that Max B's face popped up in all their heads as soon as he said that shit, and they keep the party going.
Yeah, man, look, they had New York lit. They had it lit. It was a good Verzuz, but yeah, the Lox came out on top, and they some real spitters. They some real rappers. It just showed. In New York, they take that real serious. You got to be able to spit. When you on the block, you got to be able to spit. You got to be able to freestyle. You got to be different. You can't be the same. Now, I'm going to be honest. Dipset, they got swag, but it was not shown last night. They were all over the place. Doc said it best. They sipping lean. They doing drugs. Like, nobody cares about that stuff. That's cool for the younger generation. They too old to be doing, you know, they too old to be doing that type of behavior. Like, they know better. They supposed to be mentors to the younger generation and showing them how to be prepared, how to take their craft serious. Talk to them, Doc.
Yeah, Joel Santana laying on the ground during the battle. I seen him one time I saw him trip and fall during the battle, and then I see the one guy rapping and he's laying on the ground and shit. I don't know what that was all about, but yeah, I don't know if I don't know. I never heard of Jim Jones sipping lean. I never heard of Cameron sipping lean, but I know that Joel Santana's teeth fell out from sipping that lean. Allegedly.
Yeah, that's whack, dude. That's whack. Like, come on, you gotta grow up sometime. Like, eventually, you have to grow up sometime, you know. Everybody does not get wise, but that's the direction you should be going towards when you get older.
By the way, people, this is our biased opinion. And by bias, I mean divided motherfuckers. We're on the opposite side of the divided motherfuckers, basically. Keep going.
Yes, growth is important. You should not be the 50-year-old, the 45-year-old still standing in line at the club. This is not cool. You have not grown. You have not matured in life. something is wrong. What happened to you? It's time to start calling these people out, being honest. I grew up on honesty. I'm just being truthful. But what Dipset showed last night, Doc is right. This is our opinion. Doesn't mean too much. Everybody has one, okay? But it was piss poor. It was a poor performance. They should be ashamed. So they gonna have to regroup and figure it out, because if I'm the Locks and I'm like, dude, you guys coming on tour with us, we're gonna have to carry y'all.
Right.
Like everybody believed Dipset was gonna beat them by a landslide. Wow, we was proven wrong.
I did not believe that, for the record.
Well, Cam believed that. I was proven wrong. Some people don't take things seriously. Some people think things are a joke. Some people want to do drugs. This is not what life is about. This is not moving forward. This is not what this podcast is about. Let that shit go. We letting it go, moving forward in the right direction. Talk to him, Doc.
Yes, sir. Moving forward. Yo, guys, let us know what you think in the comments section. And if you smelling what we stepping in, make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button. And if you guys have anything you want us to talk about, email us at letthatshigo@gmail.com. That's letthatshigo@gmail.com. Till next time, I'm Doc Mindbender. Later.